Hello, it's Gem Games here once again, and in this video we're going to add the next perk, which is called Weaponist. It's based on the Mulekick of the Call of Duty. And also we are going to add a function so we can change or switch weapon slots with mouse scroll or wheel or whatever. Okay, so let's get to work. First you want to go to the link in the description and you want to download, actually you want to go to the perk machines and you want to download this perk machine weaponist file from here. Then you want to go to the icons and to the perk icons and you want to download this weaponist perk icon and also this weaponist machine icon. Okay, when you're done you want to go to the props and to the perk machines and you want to import the perk machine file or the image first. Okay, then you want to go to the where is it? Resources and icons and perk icons, and you want to also import the perk icon weaponist. Okay, and then you want to open it and change the compression setting to user interface 2D like that. Save and close. Then you want to go to the machine icons and you want to also import the machine icon of that weaponist perk and also change the compression settings to user interface 2D. Okay, let's save and close this. Now we can go to the blueprints and to the perks data table. Let's add a new row here. Let's change the row name to 5 and also the index to 5 and the name, let's call it weaponist. And let's search for the icon, so weaponist icon texture, this at the bottom, like that. Let's save, close. Now we want to go to the interactables and to the perks and to the PP perk machine. Let's open it. And we want to go to here, is interactable get details. We want to add a new pin to here, so option 5, and perk price, I think it should be like 4K, like that. And now the name, let's add the weaponist, like that. Let's compile and save. Now we want to go to the construction script and we want to add here a new pin and we want to search for the sorry, we have to actually first create the material. So yeah, let's go to the props and to the perk machines. First let's find this perk icon material 4, let's duplicate it. And let's, actually it's already called perk icon material 5, let's open it. Now what we want to do, we want to click this and change this perk logo weaponist, like that. Let's apply, let's close. Now we want to find our perk machine material and perk machine revive material or whatever of this. Duplicate it and let's actually call it perk machine weaponist mat, like that. Okay. Let's open it and now let's change this texture to perk machine weaponist. Okay, like that. Let's apply. Now we can close this and go to the PP perk machine. Now here on the left side we want to change this option 5 to perk icon material 5. Okay, and also here let's add a new pin and let's call this perk machine perk machine, so here perk machine weaponist mat. Okay. Let's compile and save. Now we want to go to the PP first person character. Let's open it. let's find our perks in use Boolean array. Let's actually add some more indexes here. So let's add, for example, until the 10. It doesn't matter. You can add how much you need. Like we just, at least at this moment, we need only 5. So from 1 to 5. Okay. But yeah, let's add all this. Let's compile, save, and now we can actually duplicate the machine on the level. So Control C, Control V, and let's turn the grid snapping on. And let's move it 150 units to the right. Let's actually also move this so we get more space. Okay, now let's click this and change this perk index to 5. Okay, and as you can see, it's there. Now we want to add the functionality for that. So let's go back to the, we can actually close this PP perk machine. We want to go to the PP first person character. Let's actually save all because I noticed that we have 3 unsaved things. Now what we want to do, we want to first go to the set new weapon to slot, so to here. Okay, and what we want to do here is we want to duplicate this whole bottom line, or this. Let's Control C, and actually let's paste it all here. And now what we want to do, we want to actually move both of these a little bit further, like to here. Let's add another branch here. Let's connect from the false. Now let's connect the, or get the rules for this. So the first one here is if the slot 2 is actually, oh, I did it incorrectly. So let's delete this middle line here. Sorry, I'm stupid. We have to copy this code. Control C, Control V. Let's align it with the bottom one. Like that, and let's connect the true. Okay, like that. Now, let's go back to the condition. So, the first one is if the weapon slot 2 weapon index is 0, then we can set to the weapon slot 2. As you can see, 2, 2, 2. And what we want to check here is if the, let's copy these nodes here. We want to check if the weapon slot array and index 3 is equal to 0, and also then we want to check that the perk is actually in use. So let's get the perks in use, get from it, get the index 5, which is our Mulekick perk index, or the weaponist, connect it there, and align these a little bit better, and let's actually, okay, and if those are correct, we want to go to here. Okay, and then if those are true, so the second slot is in use and third slot is not in use and we have the perk on, then we want to change set to the slot 3, ammo slot 3, and also slot number 3, like that. Now let's move this a little bit further down, and we want to just connect to the false. I don't think we have to do anything here. Okay, everything is basically done in this part. Let's compile and save all. Now what we want to do, we want to go to the find our weapon slots variable, and we want to add here the third index. So we have 0, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we don't have to add anything to here. Okay, like that. And then what we have to do is we want to go to the switch weapon to slot. So where can we find that? Switch weapon slot. So this function, yeah. we have to add here a few things. So let's first move all this code for this branch, or including this branch, a little bit more left, like this. Now, what we want to get here is, we want to first, let's actually move all this to down. Now we want to check if the new weapon slot index temp is equal to 3. So we are trying to change to slot 3. Let's add a branch. Okay, if we're trying to change to slot 3, then we want to add yet another branch from the true. And let's connect the true also to there. Like that. Let's actually align this better. So if we're trying to change to the slot 3, then we want to check if our perk is on. So let's get the perks in use. Get and 5. Align these and want to connect this to the condition here. Okay. And also I will move these even more like that. Okay, now it looks better. And if we are not trying to change to the slot 3, then we want to connect this false straight to there. Let's add some reroutes here so it looks a little bit cleaner. And we can see better how where it goes. Okay, like that. I think everything is done here. If I'm not... I think everything is done here. Let's compile. Actually, save all. Now, a few more things. What were they? Oh, yeah, let's go to the event graph. And let's go to here, where is our down event. And here we have this weapon slot before down. Let's move this a little bit further there. Actually, let's not do it like that. Let's actually leave it where it was. Sorry about that. And we want to get from the slot number. We want to get a select node, like this. We'll connect this. We want to check if this is equal to 3. So if when we went to down, if our slot was equal to 3, then we want to set it to 1. And if it was not, then we want to connect there. Like this. So when we went down, yeah, we had the perk on. We want to go to first slot because we don't have the perk after we come back, you know? Okay. And otherwise we will set it back to the slot where it was. And now the next thing, what we want to do here is we want to get the weapon slots array. We want to set array element. This. And what we want to set it with, we want to actually set the index 3. I want to open this item, and they should already be all at the 0. We want to set all these to 0. Okay, let's connect it back to there. Okay, now it like resets the weapon. So I will actually move this to here, I think. Okay, it doesn't look that good. I will align them a little bit better. Okay, now it's better. So yeah, let's compile and save. Now we want to add the functionality so we can actually scroll. Let's actually first try if everything works. So now we will get the... Oh, sorry. We don't have the input for the third slot yet. So let's go to the project settings and the input. We want to actually add here a new action mapping. Let's call this weapon slot 3. Let's map it to 3 like that. And let's also go to the axis mapping. And let's click it. What happened? This mapping, speech map. Oh, I have to, sorry, let's delete this. We only need this one that we just created. Let's call this mouse wheel scroll or something like that. Let's map it to the middle. Sorry, middle mouse wheel axis. Mouse wheel axis. Okay, now we can close. Now what we want to do here, we want to this code where we have all the inputs for the slot. We want to make this a little bit bigger. Actually, oh, shit. Oh, this is annoying. Okay, I will fix this. Okay, so let's actually try again. Sorry about that. So we want to make this slot bigger. Let's actually make it a lot bigger, like that. Okay. Now what we want to do here, we want to search for, actually, let's move this further up so we have more space here. Let's search for the weapon slot, it should be here, weapon slot 3 action events. Okay. And from the rest we want to switch weapon to slot, switch weapon slot. Let's switch to the slot number 3, like that. Okay, let's compile and save. Now what we want to do here, we want to also get the mouse wheel scroll axis event. This one. And from here, what we want to do, we want to check if this is greater than 0. Let's add a branch. Let's align this. Let's actually compile and save just to be sure. Oh, sorry. Yeah. And now what we want to do, we want to get from the false, we want to get another branch from the false. We want to check if this is less than 0. Yeah. Okay, if that's greater than 0 or less than 0. And if it is greater than 0, what we want to do, we want to switch weapon slot. Okay, connect it to the true. And from the slot number, we want to get a select node. And we want to check if the weapon slot in use is, plus, add 1 to it. So if that plus 1 is greater, let's actually move this further. If that's greater, then we have to check the value which we should compare it to, and we want to get the select node also to here. And let's actually move even further, like that. And here we want to get the perks in use. To get from it, we want to get the index file. So if the perk index 5 is in use, then we want to set it 3, and if it's not, it's 2. So we're checking if slot plus 1 is greater than 2. Okay. Or if we have the perk, if it's greater than 3, like here. Then the values should be, if it's false, it's not greater, we want to connect it to the false. That weapon slot in use plus 1. And if it's true, we want to set it to 1, so it scrolls back to the first slot. Okay. Now what we want to do here, we want to actually copy this code. And we want to actually move this whole thing further up, and also this further down. Now we want to paste that whole code here, connect it to the true. Okay, and here what we want to do, we want to change a few things. First, let's actually make this even bigger so we have more clear space here, like that. Now what we want to change here is we want to actually check if the weapon slot in use minus 1, and also if it's less than 1. So if we are trying to scroll to the 0. Then from the if it's not, we want to connect that to the false, like that. But oh, sorry, I will actually align this better now. But if it's, look at this. Okay. So if the weapon slot in use -1 is less than 1, then we want to connect the select to there, like that. Connect this to here. Let's actually move all these like that. And now we want to check if the perk is in use, like that. If the perk is in use, we want to set it to true, to the 3. And if it's not in use, we want to set it to 2. So if we are trying to scroll to the 0, we will make it back to the last index, so 2 or 3, like that. And yeah, basically I think that's everything that we have to do. Let's compile. Yeah, sorry about the bad explaining. It's 1 AM. So yeah, let's try and see if everything works. So now, if I take this, let's see if I can change the 3. I cannot. Only to 1 and 2. Okay, now let's get the next perk. The zombies are already coming. So let's see if I get this. Oh, I have to adjust some things quickly. Let's change the round number to something smaller. So to the 0 combo. Save. Close. And oh, actually I have to set the points also from there. Okay, I actually think my points are on the... Oh, we have here this double money. Bonus points, I mean. Duplicate it. Okay, now let's try again. So let's get the perk first. Let's get the weaponist. And now let's get the second weapon. Let's get the third weapon. Let's try with the buttons. So 1, 2, 3. Let's try to scroll. So 2, 1, 3, 1. And let's try to go down and see if the... Let's see if I have the weapon slot 3 in use. Let's see. Okay, now I cannot change slots. When I get up, I should be able to use only 2 slots. So, slot 1, slot 2, slot 1. Okay, everything works. I think that was all for this video. I hope you liked what you saw. Please click the like button if you did. And also remember to subscribe if you are watching this series, because that helps me a lot. So yeah, hope you have a great day and see you on the next one. Bye.